and welcome to both our visitors today and our worldwide listeners. My name is Eva and I'm a summer intern here at the Bear Centre. It is 4 o'clock here in Ely and bear dinner time. I have been informed by a visitor that they can see the bears out the back in the trees, but they have yet to make their way over. We do have interns and volunteers calling for them down below, so hopefully they'll come over soon and get their dinner. We have Holly and Lucky Bear out in the enclosure at the moment. The enclosure is 2.5 acres and all natural, so they get up to lots of fun out there. They don't always want to come and see us because they do have lots to do, but hopefully they'll come over and get their dinner. Today we have prepared for them some trail mix, which is a mixture of salmon-based dog food, peanuts and cranberries, as well as some romaine lettuce, a plum and some grapes. Diet is very important for our bears. In the wild, diet means that they gain enough weight before hibernation, and if they fail to do this, they may not be able to successfully reproduce. Bears are actually omnivores, so the majority of their diet is fruits, nuts, berries, and vegetation. Bears actually lack the microorganisms in their stomach needed to digest the more mature and fibrous vegetation, so it is very important that they find enough of the more succulent young growth greens that they can digest successfully to get the nutrients they need. So we've still got no sign of the bears down here, so while the interns and volunteers are calling for them, I'll tell you a little bit about them. Lucky is our 9-year-old male, and he is from Wisconsin. He was found wandering the streets of a neighborhood as a cub, so it's believed that he was taken from his den and someone tried to raise him as a pet. However, this is a very difficult thing to do, so we believe that people tried to release him back into the wild, but as a young cub he didn't know what to do, so he was picked up by the DNR. At that point, there are only 2 options for bears, and they are euthanasia or finding a forever home. We heard about Lucky, and we picked him up a day before he was scheduled to be euthanized. So that is how Lucky gets his name. He is very lucky to be here, just as we are lucky to have him. Holly is our 3-year-old female, and she is from Arkansas. She was separated from her mother in a wildfire and taken in by the Fish and Game Service. She was then sent to her rehabilitation center in Tennessee, and she was deemed unreleasable. She was then sent back to Arkansas, but they didn't have the facilities to keep her, so we heard about her, and she came to us in December of 2013. So that is how Holly gets her name, Holly for the holiday season. We do actually have 2 other bears here at the centre. Their names are Ted and Tasha. They are both in their individual enclosures at the moment, but they will be getting their dinners after this programme, and you can watch this on our cameras on our website bear.org. We've got Ted's cam and Tasha's cam. Ted is our 19-year-old male bear, and he is from Wisconsin. He was born and raised in captivity, and when his owners heard about us opening in 2007, they contacted us because they thought he would make a great ambassador bear. They were very right. Everybody loves Ted, and he is a very good bear for us. At 19, he is quite old for a black bear. They can live into their 30s, but this is very uncommon, especially in the wild. The average lifespan for black bears in this area is only 3 to 5 for females and 4 to 6 for males, and this is mainly due to hunting and car accidents. Tasha is our newest member of the family. She has been with us 2 weeks today. Tasha is from Kentucky, and she is a yearling bear, so she is 1.5 years old. She is settling very well into her new home. All our caregivers are very much enjoying her company, and we think she is enjoying our company too. She enjoys coming up to see us and getting plenty of snacks. The other bears are aware of her. They've gone up to the fence and they have sniffed each other, but Tasha is still a bit cautious of them. She was raised by a gentleman who found her as a cub, which is illegal, so she was confiscated. But because of that, she isn't used to other bears. She's only used to human company. So this is a process, and we believe that she's making very good progress and will be able to be integrated into the main enclosure, hopefully in the beginning of July. We are monitoring the bears and seeing how they take to each other. but hopefully if you come back later in the summer you'll be able to see her out with the other bears too. There's still no sign of Holly and Lucky. It is quite warm here today in Ely, so they may have found a shady spot and are just not in the mood to come down for dinner. They have already had 2 enrichment programs today, so we've had plenty of snacks. It's been a very busy day for the bears, and it's been a very busy day here at the centre as well. We've had lots of visitors, and the bears have participated on lots of tours. These enrichment programs are very important for our bears, as they encourage them to think and work just as wild bears would have to. Wild bears spend the vast majority of their day foraging, so we like to present our bears with a challenge, so we'll give them some snacks and maybe a tube or a donut-shaped toy with some holes in, so they have to throw it around to get the snacks out. Both Holly and Lucky really enjoy this, and they have their own methods of doing it. Lucky likes to swirl his enrichment toys around his head, while Holly walks them backwards to tip all the toys out and their treats. Bears have several adaptations that make them very successful when it comes to foraging for feed. They have strong mobile lips and a long sticky tongue, which enables them to break into ant colonies, pick berries, and separate food from debris. Bears can actually take in a mouthful of mixed nuts and then separate and drop the bad nuts while retaining the good. Holly Bear often has her food on the ground just below the viewing window, so you can see her do this. She picks up all the little peanuts and fruits without getting any of the dirt in her mouth. Lucky, on the other hand, likes to have his food on the scale. He doesn't like to eat off the ground, so he's more of a civilized bear. Here comes Lucky now. We finally got his attention. He's making his way down past the pond. I'm guessing Holly isn't far behind him. I can't see her yet, but these two are pretty inseparable. So black bears actually have a sense of smell greater than a bloodhound. So when they're sniffing, they're investigating something unknown to us. Lucky is now getting his dinner over on the scale, and Holly's still up on the bank to the left here. Our interns are still calling Holly, so hopefully she'll come down shortly for her food. So Lucky is enjoying his food right now. Our bears all do have very distinctive and individual tastes. For example, Ted Bear loves strawberries, but our other bears really don't like strawberries at all. Holly is quite fussy. One day she can love something, for example carrots, and the next day she'll turn her nose up at them as if, why on earth did you give me this food? I don't want it. Holly's now making her way down. She's at the stream, and she's about to cross over and she'll get her dinner too. She's certainly not in a hurry today. But as I mentioned, it is quite warm here in Ely, and our bears do still have their winter coats, so I should imagine they're quite hot and bothered. Holly is just starting to shed. You can see her fur is a little bit lighter on her back, and that's where the winter fur is starting to come out. Lucky and Ted have yet to go into shed, but Tasha is a good way through. If you see her on her camera, you can see her back fur is very brown and matted and looks quite tatty, but that's all part of the process, and soon she'll get rid of all that and will have her nice sleek black winter coat. Something not many people realise about black bears is that they are not all black. All our bears here are black, but they also come in colours such as cinnamon, brown, blonde, white, and even bluish grey. These are all different subpopulations of black bears. As if you notice our range map over in the centre by the admissions desk, you can see the black bear population is quite separated across Canada and North America. Historically, black bears cover most of this range, but their population has declined due to hunting, but they do have protection now in many states, so these populations are starting to recover. But because of this separation, a lot of the black bear populations have evolved independently. For example, in British Columbia, the home of the spirit bear, which has white fur, they hunt salmon, and their white fur helps disguise them. So this is a really forget the battery. Sorry about that, everyone. We had a bit of a battery issue, but I am now back. I'm making my way up to the viewing platform, and the bears are exactly where I left them. Lucky is still on the scale, and Holly is sitting down the front eating her dinner. So both the bears seem quite content. Oh, Holly is now up, and she is sniffing around. She is picking through the grass, and as I mentioned earlier, she is looking for all those goodies while not picking up any of the dirt and debris. So Lucky's still on the scale. I should imagine he'll finish soon and he'll make his way over to see what Holly has. These bears are a little like siblings, although they're unrelated. They both like to check out what the other got to make sure that they didn't get anything better. Holly and Lucky are on the same diet plan right now. We do vary the diet plans throughout the year. As straight after hibernation, our bears eat very little. This is because their metabolism is slow, and it takes them a while to work back up to eating the big amounts. And then, just before hibernation, they enter a period called hyperphagia, where they just eat all day, building up all those fat reserves, ready to sleep for about 6 to 7 months here in Minnesota. In the more southern regions, this may be shorter, depending on food availability and climate. So while our bears are finishing up their dinner here, I will speak to you a little bit about what else we offer here at the Bear Centre. We do have our new Northwoods Ecology Hall, and in there you can learn a little bit about the wildlife that black bears coexist with here in the Northwoods. We also have a nature trail, and the entrance to that is located in the parking lot, so that is great fun, especially on a day like today when the weather is so good. If you have time, I would also recommend a visit to the International Wolf Centre over at the other side of Ely. They have 4 ambassador wolves there, Luna, Denali, Boltz and Aiden, as well as 2 new Arctic wolf pups, which are shown at intervals throughout the day. If you visited the Bear Centre today, you can get $1 off admission to the Wolf Centre with your wristband. If you've enjoyed your time here today, you may want to consider our membership program, and if you're interested in this, you can ask at the admissions desk for more details. Alternatively, you may wish to give us a review on TripAdvisor. It would be greatly appreciative of that, as we always love to know your thoughts. The bears are finishing up their dinner here, so I will let you get on with your day. Thank you very much for listening.